Good morning and welcome to Utrecht. It's a little bit cloudy today. It's match number 3 in this T20 series. I can't wait. Will the Netherlands clean sweep the series or can Jersey get a win? All the action starts right now.
This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and BizAway.
So, as I mentioned, it's a little bit rainy, a little bit cloudy today, but thankfully the conditions are looking just okay enough. So what we're going to do is go to Adrian Van Treese for the all-important coin toss.
Let's go. There's a head.
We'll have a ball first, please.
Ball first. And Joe again.
So, news from the toss. Chloe Greachin of Jersey has won the toss and elected to bowl first. That actually doesn't surprise me today. We have a lot of overhead clouds and quite low-lying clouds, so maybe the ball will swing just a little bit more for that pace attack for Jersey. For the Netherlands, Iris Swilling has been fantastic with the bat. Heather Seegers is going to want a few more runs today. Babette Delayed, I wouldn't mind seeing her back up the top of the order and seeing if she can get into some form as well just before the qualifiers. I think the Dutch will still want 140, 150. Can Jersey take some early wickets and maybe steal a game and end the series 2-1 down? Overall, it should be a good day of cricket. I'm on my own today, so let's go to me in the commentary box. Hi Corey, great introduction if I do say so myself, and welcome viewers around the world. It is a cloudy, summery day in the Netherlands, low-lying cloud today. We've been lucky that the weather gods haven't rained too much and the covers are off though. We take a look at these teams and, well, I mentioned for the Netherlands, Zwilling, star player so far, Seegers at the top, Babette Delayed and Rabeen Reich, a very good top four I should say. For Jersey, it's going to be difficult for that bowling attack. Duffy's been impressive with Goose. And can they get a few more wickets out of Weatherall, who's listed at 3 there to bat also? I think Jersey have been mighty impressive in this tournament. And throughout the whole week, with the T10s earlier in the week and also the T20s that followed. So we're almost set to go on this cloudy day. Bit of a summer to forget in the Netherlands with regards to the weather. It's been threatening to rain, it feels like, nearly every day. But we are going to be able to get this game underway at the right time. And the men in pink have made their way out to the middle. I'm sure the players will follow suit any moment now as the first ball's meant to be bowled in just over 90 seconds. Good morning. Hope you're well wherever you might be. And good luck to all the Indian viewers in the subcontinent who might be doing some Dream 11 teams and so on. I hope you've picked the right selections. And good morning to everyone on YouTube. Hope you're well. Always good fun to interact with you all. So if you do want to jump in the comment section, ask a question, say hello, that is fine. We always enjoy a bit of a laugh and hope you're doing well. As the players slowly make their way out to the middle. Yeah, very misty sort of day. The clouds are low and, well, no one truly knows how swing bowling works, I think, when it comes to weather. But if there was ever a day that the ball might swing a little bit more in the air, this would be it, you'd imagine. Here's the captain of the Dutch, Heather Seegers, who was sent in to bat. So every game, Netherlands batting first. Rob Thompson, good morning. Matthew Hodgson in the chat. Rob asking about no Peacock Friday. No Peacock Friday for me today. As I only do that when I've got a co-commentator. Today I'm Mr. Professional. And it is going to be Greachin who will open the bowling. The very talented very talented at all sports, I should say. We in the chat yesterday found out that she's also a double world champion at lawn bowls. Quite remarkable. Also a very handy dart player. And a talented bowler, that is for sure. So she will start us off here. Deep backward square and deep mid wicket are the two boundaries. Iris Zwilling, who's had a fantastic tournament with the bat and with the ball, is on strike. 2 player of the match awards in a row. Almost set to go. Ball one of this T20I. Slow and steady to start. Not too much sideways movement, just the dot ball. Zwilling, who's been put to the top of the order in the last 2 weeks versus Ireland and then Jersey, has looked really good. And a couple of international 50s to her name. Clipped away, and Zwilling will continue her good form and get herself off the mark and bring Heather Seegers on strike. Seegers, a powerful player. Probably hasn't made the runs she would have liked in this quick series, but today's a new day and a new opportunity. As that ball is punched to mid-off, drop ball. So can Seegers get going this morning? If she does bat a period of time, it's very destructive. Flighted deliveries, that's clipped into the leg side, and both opening batters will be off the mark now, a 1 and a 1. Yeah, no Joe Wegazani today. He's been called into work on his other job, so it was a pleasure having him for the T10s and the first 2 T20s, but yeah, he'll be flying solo today. Oh, big appeal. Well, it's close, but I think it struck her just outside the line of off stump, was my first feeling. That was a slower delivery, flying it up, and she gets that foot across, but yeah, you can sort of see middle and leg stump there, and I reckon that's just struck her outside the line. Close though, big appeal from Greachin, who would have loved that early wicket. It's a high risk shot from Zwilling early against such a talented bowler. Down the ground, and well, clubs that down the ground. It's going to be a slow outfield, I imagine, but not slow enough, as the ball will go for 4. What a shot from Zwilling, who gets the first boundary of this T20I, comes down the crease and backs her ability. Good hand-eye coordination. And it actually skidded off the sort of dampish outfield this morning. And that is the first boundary in this T20I. The first over complete. The score is 6 for none. So it looks like Duffy is going to be bowling the next over. Been pretty impressive as well. Can she get a bit of swing on this very coolish sort of day and pick up a wicket early in this contest? A little bit of a false start as some players were still getting in position. Well, it's a shorter ball and it's clubbed away. Nice shot from Seegers, and that will go for 4 as well. Both batters out there now have a boundary to start their innings. It's going to give them a lot of confidence. It was a bit of a long hopper, loosener from Duffy, who wanted to find some rhythm early. Sure, she'll come back well. Maybe a bit off the toe of the bat. Nevertheless, 4 runs to the total. It's another shortish ball, and nice shot again from Seegers, who's looking good this morning. Will that make the rope? You betcha. Well, 3 fours early for the Dutch in the first 8 deliveries of this T20I. And that was short as well. Duffy just not getting into the usual rhythm just yet. And back-to-back boundaries for the Netherlands. That's a better line. Well bowled and well punched away from Seegers, who makes the most of that and gets a single. Shortish delivery, and is out the middle of the bat, you betcha. Just enough on it to get it over the fielder out there, and well, it'll go away for 2. So this is a really aggressive start from the Netherlands. Duffy just struggling a little bit for length at the moment, slightly short, and with these players looking to cash in, you can see going to her teammate there just to get the old cloth on it. It has been a damp. It hasn't rained that much, but just a damp, low cloud lying morning here in Utrecht. So everything feels a little bit moist, and I'm sure that ball's not so easy to grip right now. Danger signs here early for Jersey. Better foolish delivery, and what a shot that is from Zwilling. Well, that's from a player that's in some serious touch at the moment. Absolutely crunched through the offside. That's the best of the boundaries because it's off the front foot. And that is timed beautifully. 4 more runs to the total. This is a dream start here for the Netherlands that was sent into bat. They've already raced away to 21. Nice shot again from Zwilling, who crunches that. Well, Zwilling is really going this morning. That's a fantastic shot. The over actually will go for 19. Easily the biggest over we've had in the tournament from the T10s and the T20s. Both these 2 batters have come out with some serious intent. Zwilling crunching that one away. She's raced to 15 off 7. Seegers going at 10 off 5. And after 2 overs, the Netherlands are 25 for none. What an impressive start this has been from the Netherlands. Can the skipper of Jersey reach and get the first wicket? Not just yet. That's punched straight to cover. Jersey in desperate need of an early wicket here. Well bowled, really well bowled. That's the flying delivery that turns a bit. You can see still a little bit of purchase on this pitch. That one really turns, and that is so close to the off stump. Seegers lucky not to be dismissed. Another fly delivery, not so well timed, but it's going to land in a pocket of space. And Zwilling is going to come back for a quick 2. Good running from Zwilling, who gets home comfortably. You can see straight away, Zwilling knew there was 2 runs to be had there and keeps Seegers on strike. Another good delivery, and that one's gone through short cover, and They'll get one on the misfield. They'll think about a second, but not this time. So a couple of balls left in this over for Gretchen. And well, do they see her off? Because she's only bowled 2 at the top in these T20s and the other games, and then come back and bowl 2 overs a little bit later in the centre. Or does Zwilling want to keep that super attacking intent? Cut hard straight, and they'll get through for a 1. There's a bit of commitment from Zwilling, who body on the line, super slides in. Not a direct hit in the end. She's been mighty impressive since she's gone to open the bang. Let's see how close this would have been. I think the dive actually would have made her safe. So that tall frame going to work. Last ball of the 3rd over. Flighted. Put the kibosh on Gretchen because it's not the last ball of the 3rd over. That'll have to be re-bowled as it slips down the leg side. Fly delivery, nice stroke, really nice stroke from Seegers, who stood still and just pumps that down the ground. This is the most aggressive start from the Netherlands by a long way in either the T10s or the T20s. And it wasn't the worst ball you'll ever see, but a superior shot. And they have raced away in the power play here. Netherlands are now 34 for none. Have a look at this power play and that'll give you an idea. A 19 run over. There's 4 fours in that over, and easily the biggest over we've had all week here in Utrecht at the beautiful Kampong Cricket Club. So early danger signs for Jersey. They'll know that if they can pick up a wicket just to break the partnership, get themselves back into the game early. This is probably the most aggressive we've seen the Netherlands, as bowling change will come in. Annalise Merritt now will bowl the 4th over. It's a tough task on her because the 2 batters who are out there are really motoring along this morning. Shortish delivery, and well, one of the first loose strokes of this morning. Zwilling trying to overhit that through the offside, it felt. Really tried to clatter that one away. Again, shortish, but hit straight to mid-off. And, well, they'll get through for a tight single. Not at the meat of the bat, and slightly short of mid-off. But yeah, it does seem like there's a different sort of intent from Netherlands tonight. Both batters are 17 off 10. Direct hit, you know, would have been close as well. Seegers back on strike. I think Seegers might fancy a little bit of pace on the ball here. Well bowled, really well bowled from Merritt. That's a better line, better length also. Dot ball. Well, hit away on the leg side, and well, it goes over the fielder there at deep square leg. I'm pretty sure that's gone for 4. What a shot from Seegers. That was only maybe half a metre away for 6. Now it's slightly down the leg side. Got every piece of this. Crunch. Powerful stroke. Fielder came running in, but it didn't really matter. It was never going to be caught. Most of the fielders are usually patrolling about 4 or 5 metres off the rope here due to the size of the boundaries. Seegers really has got going this morning with some beautiful strokes. Both these batters are looking fantastic. Now gets a little bit too adventurous. Could be caught. Got a balloon over mid-off. Well, a little bit of luck, and Zwilling will come back for the second. I'll put that down as half a chance. That's Bowley that was patrolling at mid-off. Didn't get back, and It's a tough one in these conditions. Not even half a chance, really. Really tough in these conditions. So last ball of this fourth over. I think Seegers might try and line it up again. A better length, not easy to get that one away. Can only punch it to Bowley at mid-off. So that will take us to the end of a pretty aggressive 4 overs. Feels like we're in a T10 game. The score is 41 for none. Well, it does look like it's a more sedate line, but if you look at the column on your left, it's in the 5, 10, 15 region, so mighty aggressive. Plenty of cricket happening on the ECN today. We're still in Germany as well, in Dresden. And Rico Foot and Charlie Hunt are there, enjoying all the live action, so hope you've got your multi-screens up. It looks like Greachen's going to bowl 3 in the power play, and I can understand why. That's very close. That's out for me and gone. Good decision from the umpire, and that's why Greachen stayed on. They hit the inside of the pad, so, well, just that inner part, it meant that it was in line with the stumps, and straight enough. She thought she got outside the line, but look where it strikes on the pad. Probably just on off stump. Some of that ball's on off stump. She hasn't been able to get outside the line fully, and that will be LBW. And she has to go the first wicket in this contest, and a much needed wicket as well. Swilling, who's had a great tournament with the bat, dismissed. Have another look. Just look where the contact point is. The pad, most of the pad is outside the line of off stump, but it hits right on the edge of it, probably just in line. So Babette Delata will come out at number 3, back into the side after taking some rest in the evening's game yesterday. Delata probably due a score, I think, and maybe today's the day where she can get herself in and go big against this Jersey attack. That one's pushed into the offside, and she'll be off the mark straight away. Well, we'll probably get 2 as well. Nice stroke, good bit of timing. You can understand why Greachen decided to bowl a 3rd in the power play. Really good captaincy, has to be said. Obviously surmised that the team was under the pump and under a lot of pressure. I thought, no, I'm going to take the lead here and bowl another over and try and get the breakthrough, and that's exactly what she did. There's that arm ball angling in at the stumps as Delata starts positively with a 2 and a 1. She had a funny old summer, Delata. Been stumped quite a bit, actually, coming down to the spinners and missing the ball. So good to see her in those first 2 deliveries, just tucking it off the legs, a punch through the covers, staying in the crease, and then maybe when she's in a little bit, come down the wicket a bit more. Hit hard. What a nice shot from Seegers, who's timing the ball beautifully this morning. Not sure it'll go to the rope, it'll be close. Not enough, and that'll be 2 to the total. Very talented player. Has this natural stroking ability. And that was a fantastic shot off the back foot to find extra cover. 2 balls left of Greachen's over, and then I do think she'll probably take a bit of a rest and maybe bring Gouge on or some other bowlers where they're all still there. Strange delivery, pulled away. What a nice shot that is as well. Seegers has come out here and looked $1 million this morning. That was slightly short, not the worst ball you'll see, but good use of the crease here again. Watch how deep. Slight prod forward, uses the crease well, gets that leg retracted after the stroke. 4 more runs to the total. Seegers really flying. 29 off 16. The 50's up inside 4.5 overs. Gretchen's last ball in the over here. You don't imagine that she'll take a big risk against this, or probably shouldn't. As that is punched down the ground for one. Really good batting. I think that's the best they've played, Chloe Gretchen, throughout the whole week, who's had the wood over most of the Netherlands batters. Has 5 overs complete here in Utrecht. The score's 51 for 1. Not long till we get to our marquee event, the ECC. It's only 31 days. Amazing how quickly it can sneak up, and yeah, remarkable. These are the groups. Plenty of good teams there. 31 nations. Group A to F. All the teams will play 3 days in their group. In and out, play each team once before the finals of their group. And the winners of obviously each group will then meet the Netherlands in Championship Week, and then they will play a whole week of cricket from October 16 to 20. Super excited to be involved, and I know all our viewers love watching the ACC. So just 1 more month away from Cartamania. Full delivery, hit extremely hard to mid-off, and well, burst through the fielding effort out there. Not an easy morning to be fielding. It does seem a little bit damp as well, so that ball's probably a bit heavier and hitting the hands quite hard. Later, nice clip off the legs this time, and gets it through backwards square for 1. So she's looking pretty composed at the moment so far. Outside off, nicely cut away. Well, it won't get to the fence, but Seegers will get herself 2, you'd imagine. Has really had some good timing today, and the captain of the Netherlands, I said on my pre-game presentation, would love a big score today. Only made 15 and 6 in the series so far. This Ireland as well made 12 and 18. So 3 innings in a row sort of with starts, and this is the day you feel that she might be able to cash in and go big. Nicely punched down the ground. A bit of yes, no. Oh, where's Delata gone? Well, Delata has absolutely crucified herself here. Not too sure what's happened. It's great fielding from Merritt off her own bowling. But, yeah, it's a funny looking dismissal. Let's have a look. It's pushed to the bowler, and she goes, but she was watching the bowler. So I don't know exactly what's happened. Maybe there was a call from Heather Seegers, but Delata was watching the bowler and should have known that the ball had been picked. Seegers might have called it through. I'm not sure. And sometimes when you're not in the best of form, things just seem to go against you, and maybe that's one of those moments. You should be super disappointed to be dismissed, but credit to Merritt, who stopped it with the one hand, swapped the ball over and hit the stumps while lying on the ground. 2 wickets gone now. Netherlands 55 for 2. Another look. Dives down, stops it with the left, transfers the ball over while rolling, and then hits the stumps. And there's the celebration. And Seegers also with a big disappointed look. Might be a guilty look. It's really hard to tell if she called Delata through or what happened, but I think both players a little bit guilty there. So Abeen Reich comes out at number 4. Been pretty good summer for Abeen Reich, I think. With the bat and with the ball being a super asset to this Dutch lineup. Seegers is on strike with 2 balls remaining in the power play. Full delivery. Well, she hasn't lost her timing. That's one thing, despite the run out. Times that through the gap of cover, and they'll come back for a second. One thing we've noted with the Rabin Reich, extremely quick between the wickets. Seegers has had an interesting summer, a couple of low scores, but also standout performances. She had a 49 not out versus Thailand and a 40 not out versus Scotland, and that was in 2 wins for the Netherlands. Maybe today is the day to get that 50. It would be her first international 50 as well. Nice shot again, crunched. I reckon Rabin Reich will be tempted to come back for 2 here. And that is extremely good running, and that's what you're going to see from her. She's so fast between the wickets, and she gets extra runs for her team and also for her batting partner. Power play is complete. Despite the 2 wickets, the Netherlands are ahead in this one. Scores 59 for 2. So it does look like bowling change. Guj is going to come into the attack. Tricky sort of customer, bowls these rolling leg cutters, sort of at the side of the hand consistently, and can get the ball to bite off the surface. Reich will be on strike for her first delivery. Seegers has really raced away, 37 off 22. So just a few amendments to the field, and almost set to go. Been right for her first delivery. A bit cautious, just making sure it's a bit of bat on it. Going to get herself in. And a very good summer, as I've mentioned a few times, and will be one to look out for at the qualifiers for the Netherlands. Flighted delivery, crunched down the ground, and to the right of Tungai out there doing the mopping up. Slight misfield, and only the one for Reich. Well bowled, and that's that sort of pace-off delivery that Guj can produce, and it just goes away from the right-hander also. I'll tell you what, if the stumps have been broken a bit quicker, that's very close. I reckon that actually could have been a cheeky out, but no real appeal either. Play and miss this time from Seegers. Could start this from Guj. Hit down the ground, and well, Reich will come back for 2. I'm telling you right now, she is rapid, and there she comes. Always picking up the extra runs for her team. Another 2 to Seegers, who is closing in on what could potentially be her maiden 50. Quite surprising, really. Has a very good record. Good strike rate, averages near the 20s, and has a strike rate of 100 in her international career. Hits that well as well. Can Tungai do the bit of fielding cleanly? It's a misfield, so Rabin Reich will double back for that too, and this is going to help Seegers, who will get that score going. 7 overs complete. Very impressive over from Guj. Score is 64 for 2. Have a look at that lineup. Still plenty of batting to come. Van der Woning, Molkenborg, Van Koolwijk, think you'll see Land here up there, and I don't think Lynch will be at number 11 either. Great platform for the Netherlands. Yes, it does look like bowling change coming in as Jersey want a little bit extra pace. Grace Weatherall, who's the quickest of the Jersey bowlers by quite some yards, I'd say. Going to get her opportunity here. Jersey, who have developed a lot in recent times in the women's game, I think have been mighty impressive throughout the week and shown that they're a growing team, and there is plenty more to come from them. Cut away, nice shot from Rabeen Ryken. Well, we know the usual. She'll double back for the two. The twos start to come once she's at the crease. I think it's something that the Dutch other batters can take some inspiration from and move forward with that in their game. I know the men's team were quite remarkable in the qualifiers about the amount of twos they ran against some good fielders out there in Zimbabwe. This time, slightly more cautious from Reich, who leaves it alone. Good start from Weatherall. Good bowling, play and miss. A little bit of movement that time. Weatherall does hit the pitch hard. Gets that little bit of sideways movement. Yeah, good area, really good bowling. Gretchen will do the mopping up at backward point, but also good running between the two batters to get a cheeky single. So yeah, Seegers earlier in the summer did hit her highest T20I score of 49 not out. Batted really well in that game to get player of the match for her country. That was against Thailand at this very venue. So she does enjoy batting out here in Kampong cricket. Weatherall started really well out there, getting a little bit of movement away. And, keeping it away from the stumps, bowling pretty wide outside off stump, and that's what she's got the field set to as well. Last ball of this 8th over. Oh, an aggressive shot, but straight to mid-on. Rebrikes backed up a lot. Ooh, direct hit. Might have been dismissed. In the end, it's a good bit of fielding. Let's have a closer look. Reich loves to back up, and yeah, would have been gone by a big margin. That's an opportunity missed. But nonetheless, it's 67 for 2 after 8. Good opportunity to welcome all the viewers around the world. Hope you're doing well here on the ECN. I'm on my own today, but that's okay. Thank you to Joe Wegazzani, who joined us throughout the week. Look, if you've just joined the European Cricket Network, it's the first time you've seen us and we're live in Dresden at the moment, give us a follow on all our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, you know the drill, YouTube as well. 1,700 plus live games here, and I'm hearing rumours of 2,000 games next year. Yeah, that's a lot of commentating and a lot of work, so let's see if we're able to do it, and we get back to the action. And Reich hits it to mid-off and is gone. So a wicket for Googe, who's bowled really well. And in the end, Reich will have to go. Flirted with danger with the run out. And goes the very next delivery. So a big wicket as Jersey keep fighting in this game. And They've been impressive with their attitude and how they play this format of cricket. Right, the bat turned in her hands and has to go. There's a bit of tape on that shirt, as I'll try and find the catcher for you, but I think that was Bowley who held on to it. And a big wicket, because by removing Reich, you probably saved some runs from the running between the wickets in general. You can understand why Jersey are ecstatic. That's the third wicket down after a slow start. Just starting to fight back in this T20I. So Malcolm Ball will come out now, get an opportunity with Seegers. Nice shot from Malcolm Ball to open her account. A couple of people mentioning, where's my peacock shirt? No peacock on this Friday. It's only when you have two commentators. That is in the bylaws. Please make sure you read them clearly. Seegers back on strike on 41. He's batted brilliantly this morning. Line delivery, hit over wide, extra cover. They'll get two here, you'd imagine. Malcolm Ball's pretty quick also. And Seegers will track back to two more to the total. So 43 now as she hones in on that personal accolade. That's her third 40 of the summer as well. But she'll definitely want to turn this into her first international 50. Swept away, nice looking stroke, picks out 45. Well, it bursts through the hands and might get two. Well, they'll just settle for the single, I think. So one run, moves her on to 44. As that ball's been punching. Well, I've been informed also that was Maria De Roca that actually took that catch. There was a bit of a miscommunication on the numbers. She actually does have 80. It looked like 81 on the back. So Maria De Roca takes the wicket of the catch earlier in the over. Good catch from her as that ball now has been clipped to the leg side. They'll get through for a single. So 9 overs complete. A successful over for Jersey. The score currently is 72 for 3. Still, overall, pretty good platform for the Netherlands, but Jersey have pegged it back a bit. There was a pretty brutal start in this T20. As you see, it wasn't Duffy's day so far, but Weatherall, a good over of 3. Gooch has bowled really well also. And you can understand why Weatherall's going to be given a second over. Would like to see her bowl with the new ball one day also. I think it's got a really good action and is the quickest of the Jersey bowlers, but used in the middle more this week. Oh, Malcolm Ball's come out with some serious intent as that is clipped beautifully. No, it's overrun, unfortunately. So that will go for 4. Unfortunate, just plugged in the outfield and looked like it was going to overrun it. Malcolm Ball, lovely shot. A little clip off the front foot. You can see there, yeah, a bit of a misjudgment. Those things can happen. It's 4 more to the Netherlands as they tick along. That one hit down the ground and missed time, so dot ball. As it looks like there's a beat on the field chasing. That was a bit of a comedic moment. Pretty quick on the feet. Glad that we can continue. I haven't seen that before. And bowls a good length. That was a bit funny, that. Obviously, a little bit of a few insects around, but got back to the action, and it's another dot ball for her team. Yeah, well bowled again, but well cut from Malcolmboy. It's in a really good spot. Won't go to the boundary, but that should be an easy two to her total. She's come out with some good intent, Malcolmboy. Can obviously play both sides of the wicket. Coming in after Reich was dismissed. So 8 runs for her already off 7. I think the Netherlands have definitely maybe had a word overnight about their intent and their shots and their ability. They do have a lot of ability, this team, and they've definitely come out and played more shots than the previous 2 T20s. Low full toss, driven lovely through the gap. Will it have enough legs to go to the boundary? That's the only question. You bet it does. Lovely shot from Malcolmboy, who has clipped a 4 off her legs, cut one through backward point for 2, and then driven that one lovely through the covers for 4. And yeah, I wonder if there was a message overnight from the coaches. Jeremy Brays here as interim coach, and Shane Dietz, I believe it is his last day as Dutch coach before he sets off to the West Indies. Maybe they've said, look, we want to see a few more strokes in this innings. Not that they didn't bat negatively the last day, but maybe a bit more cautious, we'll say. 10 overs have been bowled here. Scores 82 for 3. Have a look at that worm, and it's steady. It's going in the right direction if you're the Netherlands. So if you look at that graph on the left, or the numbers on the left, still above that 8 or 9. Croom in the chat also asking, Rico and Charlie ask where my peacock shirt is. Well, in the bylaws, you only need a peacock shirt if it's 2 commentators. And secondly, I invented the peacock shirt Friday, so I am the ruler of my own world and mastery. My rules I play by. Don't need it. Read the bylaws. Goose to continue in the air. Oh no. Seegers is dropped. Well, a bit of luck. That should have been caught. Seegers is close to that milestone, but in the end, this time it has been spilt. De Roca got into a good position. Maria De Roca. Sounds Spanish, that name. That one's cut away to the offside. Well, she must be Spanish. Maria De Roca. 2 more to the total. Hit hard, dot ball. Malcolmboy, some really good timing today. The fielding from Gougelot sticks out the left foot and is able to keep dot ball. I think that would have been a few runs. Risky. Luckily that didn't hit her in the ankle. Hit to the leg side, just the single. So Seegers on 45. I don't think Seegers has a different tempo, but aggressive though. She's very selfless and always looking to hit boundaries for her team and get them in the best position. That's her job at the top of the order. That's her role. But today, 5 runs away from that. It'll be a beautiful milestone of her first international 50. That's a shortish ball. Can she get it away? Maria De Roca at mid-off does the fielding. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me a little bit more about Maria De Roca. Very Spanish name. Another delivery, flight, hits it high in the air, not going to carry, but it'll plug away just for a single. So a very good bowling spell this is from Goose. Been mightily impressive. 11 overs complete, 87 for for 3. Also, just the chat also going on about the peacock shirt, just to continue. This is a women's T20I. We are serious business here. This isn't Dresden T10 club cricket. This is the ultimate format for the women. So we are very professional out here. KCB and Jersey Cricket have done a fantastic job to get this series. I love the multi-format as well. We had 3 T10s on Tuesday, and then followed up by a rest day, and then T20s. So it's been a good bit of fun. Maybe multi-format series is something we can do more in the future. Looks like Hansen has the ball in hand. Replacing Weatherall. Seegers 46, one boundary away from that milestone. Not going to get it this time. Well fielded. Good from Hansen. Top ball as it's punched back straight. Watch this stop. Yep, well done. Samantha Miles in the chat saying Maria Taroca. Portuguese name. I was close. Nice clip off the legs. Now, maybe 2 if they go extremely hard. Not so sure this time. Seegers might not be as quick as Reich, but or Malcolmborg, but really good nonetheless. We'll get 2 and gets to 48 now. 2 runs away from an international 50. Also, will be her highest score. Previous high score, 49 not out, made earlier this summer versus Thailand. Has had some impressive knocks, a couple of starts, a couple of failures. Can she get 2 more runs? Well, that might be it. Malcolmborg should come back for 2, and you'd imagine it will be a milestone for Seegers, the captain of the Dutch. And it is 50 for Heather Seegers. That'll make her feel fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. A really good innings. 36 deliveries. It's come at rapid pace. I'd say that's one of the quickest 50s in Dutch cricketing history. I would imagine 36 is rapid. And we're still a good healthy 8 overs remaining. Could be on for a big score here, Seegers, if she can keep going. Hit again well down to deep long on. I reckon Malcolmborg might test out the arm here. No, just the one. Hansen started well here, bowling the ball in the right areas. And Luke Gallican and the chat saying, this is why we have to be the best network in the world. We can always interact with the YouTube viewers who can get questions in or actually educate me along the way as well, which I love. Clipped away, well, 45 was a little bit square. That's Chloe Greach, and it's racing away. Malcolmborg's timed a lot of this. I reckon they might think about 3. And they will get there. Good from Seegers and Malcolmborg. The Dutch, the running's been good. Yeah, we've got to mention in the YouTube section, Maria's shirt is taped up because the airport lost her bag, unfortunately, when travelling. Oh, no. That's one of the worst. I've had that before. That is one of the worst experiences. You're sitting at the baggage carousel. You're waiting for 40 minutes. Everyone else is getting their bags and leaving. You just sit there and you feel a little bit silly. As that is now punched down the ground. And 2 if Malcolmborg's quick enough. Not this time. So these 2 batters have looked really good. 9 comes off that over. 12 overs complete. 96 for 3. Yeah, have a look at that bowling figures and everyone doing a bit of a job. I think Googe, pick of the bowlers for me so far. Bowled exceptionally well. But what a shame that is for Maria. Her bag lost at the airport. Schiphol's usually quite good. I guess there would have been I don't know, is there a direct flight from Jersey to the Netherlands, or would they have had to go somewhere beforehand in a connecting flight? I'm sure the viewers will tell me. That's why we love interacting with you all. As Googe will bowl last over of her spell. That is flighted. That's the old moon ball. Trying to lure Seegers into a false shot. Down the ground for 1. Imagine Heather Seegers and her family and friends watching right now will be ecstatic. It's a good record. Actually averages 20 at his strike rate over right on 100. So obviously gets on with it. But great to get that personal milestone out of the way. I've been pretty impressed with Malkenbaugh as well, who's come out and had great intent since the moment she got to the crease. Down the ground and driven well, but there is Maria in the spare shirt. Ball. Hit hard. Oh, it's almost a crazy catch. And a bit of confusion now. Run out chance and gone. Brilliant work from Tungai. That is fantastic. It was almost a freakish catch with the left hand, but had the composure to then pick up the ball, turn and get the throw in. Malkenbaugh was coming for the one. Let's have a look. Hit well, hit hard, gets the left juke out, doesn't hold the catch, but has the composure to pick it up in the other hand turn, and a massive miscommunication off the drop catch. The throw's good enough. Maguire with the gloves on, and gone, dismissed. Important wicket because Malkenbaugh was looking good. Don't know whose call that one was. Could Seegers have gone once the drop catch had been spilched, turned her back quickly. It's another one of the miscommunication. Nevertheless, it's a wicket for Jersey, and their fielding is getting better and better as this week goes on. You can see, never wanted the single, Malkenbaugh did. Very difficult to tell who's at the fault there. Nevertheless, Netherlands lose another. Great work from Tungai at mid-wicket. That would have been a freakish left-handed catch as well, but to have the composure to steady themselves and get the throat next to the stumps, still affected the run out. So, Eva Lynch will come out now. Plenty overs for her to bat also. Nice shot from Lynch, dead straight, just punching it down the ground, gets herself off the mark. Seegers has been there the whole time, been involved in 2 run-outs as well. It might be playing a little bit in the back of her mind, but still with 53 off 39, has the opportunity to turn this into a big score. In the 70s or 80s is definitely on. Can she kick on further than that? Would need some lusty hitting on this big boundary. Well timed through deep extra cover for a single, and Gouger's bowled an exceptional spell for me. 4 overs complete, and the score of her bowling was 1 for 18. Well done. Overall, almost at 100, 99 for 4. Have a look at that. Beautiful graph there. It was that massive 19 run over that got them going at the start, and since then they've been pretty consistent in hitting good overs. Only 2 overs that went for 3. Everything else has been 5 or more. So Hansen to continue. Back. Oh no. Hansen had a chance to dismiss Seegers, who's still there. Burst through. There's no easy catch off your own bowling. Yeah, that one just burst through, unfortunately, for Hansen and Jersey. Shot. What a shot from Seegers. That brute power coming out there. Well, will that dropped catch and miss opportunities come back to haunt them? Have to wait and see. That's crunched away for four. A violent looking stroke. What a shot it is. More power from Seegers, who crunches that one straight. A little bit of a misfield, and Lynch should come now on that misfield and will. Two more to the total. I believe there's only been 100 in women's internationals for the Netherlands. I believe Ster Callis was that player. I'll have to find out some of the numbers, but maybe we can find out also. I know our viewers are listening. What the highest scores are individual for women's cricket in the Netherlands, because you imagine Seegers, if she ends up batting through, can end up with a massive score here. This one tries to whack it away to the leg side. She does, just gets the one. Seven for four, been an aggressive innings so far from the Dutch. They've definitely come out and played more strokes today than any other time in the week. Wow, what a shot that is down the ground. Hit it pretty well, and more runs to the total. Definitely time to open up the arms and see what they can do here. Ster Callis, 126 not out, I believe is the highest ever score for the Dutch. A little bit of drizzle over the ground at the moment also. Lynch down the ground, nice shot, punching that down the ground for one. Will likely keep the strike, I would imagine, and does keep the strike. So 14 overs are complete here out in Utrecht at beautiful Kampong Cricket Club. The score after 14 is 109 for 4. Have a look at that batting card, and dominated, I should say, from Seegers, 63 45. It's like Tungai, who affected that amazing run out only moments ago, is going to be brought into the attack here. Tough time to come on with the Dutch ticking along so well. Nice start from Tungai as Lynch plays on pretty cautiously. One a little bit too wide, so big couple of overs coming up here for Jersey. I think they've done well. They've been fighting the whole time. They just need to make sure that they don't let this score blow out. Keep fighting hard. Shot, lovely shot, great timing from Lynch. That actually could go the whole way, and well, it just does. I think that's 4, and yeah, you can see a despairing dive, but it does make it just into the rope. 4 to the total. Lovely timing from Lynch, who just off the back foot punched that extremely hard. Another ball off the back foot, misfield this time. A short extra cover, it's another run out there. Maria De Roca doing the leg work, and 2 more to the total. So Lynch also another player that's come out here and found some timing straight away. ball. Yeah, the Dutch had 2 scores in the 140s yesterday. They'll be looking to crack that 150 barrier. Little personal targets and goals as a team, and always looking to improve. That's a full toss and just a bit lower than the waist height, so it won't be signalled to no ball. Seegers back on strike. 63 not out. Hard to Maria de Rocker at mid-off, who's done a fantastic job fielding there. And a bit of a live wire, actually, and the ball has been chasing her around the field. 15 overs complete, 117 for 4. So 5 overs to go. Dutch still very much looking to get above 150, you'd imagine. Looks like Merritt's going to be brought back into the attack. Still plenty of bowling options for Jersey as well. If the Dutch do get over 150, it'll actually be their second highest T20 score ever. Their highest is 196 versus Germany, and then 146 versus UAE, and then the 2 scores versus Jersey, in fact, 144 and 142 that have happened yesterday. So they've got an opportunity to crack 150 for only the second time in their T20 I recognise matches. You'd imagine they should get there. They would require 33 off 30. As Lynch crunches that to mid-off and says a loud shout of no. But yeah, if you're in the YouTube chat and you're listening, if you can find out what some of the highest individual scores are for the Netherlands women's, I would be curious, because I think if Seegers gets up into that 80 region, I imagine they must be second or third behind Stur Callis. That one's down the leg side, and she'll have to bowl that one away, and she grabs her shoulder just a little bit there. It's been a long week for these players, and credit to them. They've been throwing their bodies around on the field. 3 T10s obviously earlier in the week, and a back-to-back T20 date. Very grueling on the body. Well bowled and well played as it's clipped away through backward square, and I think Seegers is pretty keen to have the strike here. Shot, but picked out the fielder at deep mid-wicket, and it balloons just a little bit over her head. Well, it was crunched from Seegers, as it was a very, very difficult chance. It was crunched. I said shot off the bat. Made a lovely noise. It did go to the fielder out there, and it's an extremely difficult chance, and will get away for 4 in the end. Seegers gets to 67, and I guess the big question is there enough time for her to get to the 100 mark? I think it would only be the second 100 for the Netherlands. Hard down the ground, beats mid-on. That could be back-to-back boundaries. That's going to help. So a 4 and a 4. Nice shooting, nice shot. Moves on to 71 now. '71 with, well, we have 26 balls remaining. Definitely a chance. Shot again. That could be 3 in a row. That's going to help. Will it trickle all the way? You betcha. Seegers goes bang, bang, bang. and races from 63 to 75. The 100's on now. Definitely has an opportunity to get to the milestone. Has had a little bit of luck, but you make your own luck in cricket. And hammered to mid-off, and it's misfielded actually, so it's going to go for another boundary. Well, she's going to go 4 boundaries in a row, and now it is definitely got a red-hot chance. Needed a bit of an injection to get potentially to the 100 mark, and that extra boundary does help. Moves on to 79. With some good support from Lynch, Seegers could be writing her name into some record books here. This is what we have coming up tomorrow. ECI action, Germany, Czech Republic and Norway playing in a mini tri-series, 5 matches. Brought to you live on the ECN network. Charlie Hunt and Rico Full will be out there in their silly shirts. Germany with 4 games in a day. So I haven't seen the squad list for that. Would be curious to see, but good opportunity for all those players to get a bit of a tune-up before the ECC. Tungai to continue. And, well, Lynch does probably the right thing by getting the hot hand of Seegers on strike, who on 79 or 50 has batted the whole time, batted fantastically, and isn't far away from a pretty massive achievement. Doesn't get that one out in the middle. Goes, says yes, direct hit. Oh, it's a little bit of a fumble. Don't know if there was a 1 there, but nevertheless gets to the other end and goes into the 80s now. Lynch, high ball, no ball, so it's going to be 1 and a free hit. Oh, that's a bonus for the Netherlands. That one getting away from Tungai with the ball in hand, so that'll actually be a free hit. Yeah, a free hit for Seegers. What a great time to get a free hit in your innings. So free hit, the immunity cloak on 80. And well, that'll be a wide actually, so we'll get another free hit. Missed out. Nice looking shot. Doesn't get the free hit maximised, but we'll get 1 more to the total. So Lynch has come out and done a really good job as well. Has been ticking along. Another big full toss, and that's a no ball also. So almost a carbon copy. And Lynch is coming. Well, I don't know if there was 2 on there, but that'll be another no ball. And I don't know if they're going to have to give her a second warning here, or if that was close to the danger zone. As you can see, the umpire also just mentioning to the umpire. This, for me, I think is a funny old rule in cricket. I'd like to see it a little bit changed and amended. So Tungai has been taken out the attack for 2 no balls. Firstly, I don't think either were dangerous. Secondly, I think the batters should have a choice. Why would the batter right now want the bowling changed? I think there should be a decision made where the umpire goes to the 2 batters and says, look, would you like Tungai to continue? I dare say they would say yes in this circumstance, and then Tungai just continues, irrespective if it's a no ball or not. So I find it quite peculiar that she's taken out the attack, and something that I would like to see changed in cricket. because those balls aren't dangerous either. Not at all. Anyway, Duffy comes back and actually has to bowl a free hit ball straight away. So this should be a free hit. The umpire has signalled it. And Seegers get it out in the middle. Does hit it very hard, and Lynch should come back for 2 here, I imagine. Yep, does. Slight hesitation, but we'll get back comfortably in the end as Seegers moves into 83. Shorter delivery. Missed time this time. See Isaac in the chat mentioning that this is the 3rd highest score so far by the Netherlands in their history. And yeah, if they get break into the 150s, it'll move into 2nd place. Isaac, maybe if you can find out the highest scores by an individual for the Netherlands, just where we can mark up where Seegers is in the lineup now. Should be right up there with this outstanding 83. Last ball of the 17th over. Jersey still fighting as hard as they can. Shorter ball and a bit of the old ramp shot moved across, got some bat on it. It's going to get 2 for a trouble. So Seegers showing that there's a bit of touch in that game, not just brute power. We'll move to 85 not out. The Netherlands now 147 for 4. Actually quite a safe shot while the keeper's at the stumps as well. Good batting. So Weatherall brought back with 2 overs left in her spell. Wouldn't be surprised if Weatherall bowls out here and maybe Greach will bowl her last from the other end. Hit hard and can't get the one. Oh, should go now on the misfield, and they will. Well, that's a bonus for Seegers, especially who's on 85, and I guess that's one of the big talking points now. Will she be able to get to a pretty massive milestone? Be big for Dutch cricket. And obviously, individually as herself, had never had an international 50. So, it'll be closer to making 100. Would still mean that she doesn't have an international 50 if she turns it into 100. Would be quite a peculiar thing to have, but does happen sometimes. 15 to go. Hammered down the ground. Lynch should turn. Really good fielding. Wowee. Exceptional fielding, and they don't get 2. Great job. It's only got to be 1. Lynch defends that. Lynch is got to be wary here of there's time running out. It's time to play some shots. There's still 6 wickets left in this innings. Kroom finally comes through with the stats. So Stir Callis, obviously the magnificent Stir Callis, 126 not out is the highest ever. 88 not out is the second. Down the ground. Well, that might be more than 1. It has broken the infield. Does it go all the way? Unsure. Can they get back for an extra one? I'm glad to have Many people watching and listening, and that's the 150 up. This does go into the second highest ever score for the Netherlands. Dot ball. So Seegers hasn't had much strike this over, but it's been very good from Weatherall. Edged away and all the way down to the third. Lynch is going to want to get 2 here, and that would keep Seegers on strike the next over, and that's good aggressive running. So 2 more to the total. Handy runs. Good over from Weatherall, I think, as well. That'll be 18 overs bowled, 153 for 4. We're on century watch here in the final match of this multi-format series. That line's been pretty consistent, hasn't it? Those 2 wickets on the 5th and 6th did bring it back a little bit lower in that 8.5 vicinity, and they've been thereabouts the whole time. Well, if Seegers is to get to the milestone, it's not going to be easy. She's going to have to try and take down Greachin, who will come back now, and Weatherall, who will probably bowl the last. So that is not easy to hit those 2 players around. 86 off 56. 3 more runs would give her the second highest score by a Netherlands batter. Low full toss. Lynch has to come back here. Has to turn and go. Slight fumble, and does. Good running. That keeps the chances alive. 88 now. A tie for the second highest ever score. Lynch needs to make sure, back up a lot here. Even if you get sacrificed with the run out, you're still doing the team thing, getting Seegers back on strike, who's been striking the ball pretty magnificently since the moment she got out there. Oh, flighted, brave bowling, clever. That's why Greachin has been so much fun to watch. A double world champion in long bowls. Pretty remarkable. Haven't had a chat to talk to her about that just yet. We'll make sure I do after this tournament's done. Oh, it's a risky shot caught. Well, she tries to whack it behind square, and she picks out 45, and unfortunately will have to go on 88. Super close to what would have been the second 100 for her country in the women's T20 internationals, but a wicket gone, and tried to get it over 45, hit it okay, but actually picks out the fielder perfectly. So you could say a little bit of hard luck, but overall, well done. Super innings, 88 off 58. It's a tie for second with Stuart Callis, who also has an international 88. And a big round of applause coming from the sidelines. I can hear it in the background. You can understand why the captain of the Netherlands will end her summer of cricket with a personal best, 88. See what she was thinking. Get it over 45 or left or right, and that's 4. And I'm into the 90s, but picked out the fielder. And Greachin has another wicket who's been exceptional. So pushed into the offside. Dot ball. Van Koolwijk has come out for a little cameo at the end. Back to Greachin, who stops the ball. And Greachin, I have to say, has been exceptional to watch. Super clever, just with the flighted deliveries, the arm ball, the when to try and draw the batter out of the crease, when to bowl the slider, and the captaincy that she's shown as well. I think it's been mighty impressive. Obviously, a very good leader. You can see last ball of her spell in Holland, and run out. There you go, and look at the celebrations from the team. Merritt picks up her second run out of this innings. Greachin took all the air out of that ball. Van Koolwijk hit it, tried to steal a one, but great run out. And Jersey, this is why I love this team. No matter what the score is, their effort and their demeanour is 10 out of 10. And a great throw, sees the leg start. And look at the celebrations. All the teammates come running to her. And 2 run-outs in the innings. Merritt has been mighty impressive as well over the week. What a good team they are to watch. Van Koolwijk will have to go for a globe. And just a couple of wickets at the back end here in this innings. And it's trying to steal a run, and you can understand why. And yeah, look at that. Absolutely pumped up. The Jersey national team, and you can understand why. A couple of wickets going in quick succession. Hit down the ground, and just the one as Landhere's come out. Clipped away. Well, they might want 2 here, but they're probably going to settle for the 1 this time. And well, Landhere was coming, but Lynch probably a little bit more fatigue. Hammered down the ground. What a lovely shot from Landhere, who's been mighty impressive all week with the ball, and gets an opportunity right at the back end here with the bat. That's a gorgeous stroke, half volley, and times that one away down the ground. 4 runs to the total. Miss this time. I think Weatherall's bowled well throughout the week as well, and shown that definitely a player to work with for the coaching staff. Has the most pace out of all the players in the Jersey lineup, and when you've got genuine pace in your lineup, it's always something that you want to work with. I'd like to see it next time in a few years or whenever it might be with the new ball. I think it could be mighty effective. Oh, shot of the innings, one of. Landhere just absolutely crunches a square drive. Great timing, all wrists. And despite sitting there and watching all the action from the side, has come out and played 2 sumptuous shots to start her innings. So a couple of boundaries right at the back end. It's the Netherlands get themselves into the mid-160s, their second highest ever T20I score. There's Landhere again, last ball of this innings. Well, come back for 2, doesn't matter if you run out. Maybe come back for 3 as it's a little bit of foot fielding out there. Here comes the throw, but they will get just 2 in the end. So Landhere with a brief cameo of 11 not out. Lynch is going to end with 19 not out. And the Netherlands, they end up with an imposing 167 for 6. Jersey did their best out there with good energy, but today they've run into a pretty hot Netherlands team who batted exceptionally well. It's a massive boundary out there as well, so to get 167 is a very good effort. And just the 6 wickets down. We'll have a very quick look at the highlights, shall we? And well, Iris Willing and Heather Seegers came out and they enjoyed the power play. They seem to have a lot more intent in their batting today than the previous 2 T20Is. I don't know if there was a definite game plan change from the coaching staff, but this was the first wicket. Greachin decided to keep herself on and got that one LBW. I think that's out good umpiring for me. Just striking in line with the off stump and going on to hit off the middle. This was unbelievable from Merritt. The run out, and look at the celebration there. Pipette Delader unfortunately had to go, and just not her time with the bat in the last few games. Overall, though, it was Heather Seegers who was the player that took it away from Jersey. Her first international 50. Well done to her. Hit the ball to all parts, and here's someone to look out for in the future. Malcolm batted well, but this was a bit of a mix-up and had to go as well. Run out. And that was Tungai with the run out. And when we got to the back end, I guess the main talk was about can Seegers get to an international 100. 4 fours in a row. Definitely made it possible as they just couldn't contain her until this moment. Picked out 45 and she'll be disappointed. Greachin picked up the wicket, but what a special innings it was from Heather Seegers, 88. And a very warm round of applause. Her first international milestone. Goes to the last over. This was the 3rd run out of the innings. Merritt, her 2nd run out individually. Look at the celebrations from Jersey. What a great team they are to watch. Plenty of energy, that is for sure. And our innings was complete. A couple of boundaries from land here. And overall, the Dutch, though, comprehensively were ahead the whole time in the innings. 88 of 59 for Seegers. Really good cameos from, well, firstly, Malcolm with 18 of 16. Lynch, 19 of 18. Land here, 11 of 5. And let's not forget Zwillings, very quick. 17 of 11 in the power play. 167 for 6 on a big boundary, has to be set out here at Kampong CC. That's an imposing total. Jersey will just look to better yesterday, I think. 2 wickets for Greachin, of course she did. She's fantastic. Erin Googe was also brilliant, 1 for 18. Weatherall didn't pick up a wicket, but I thought bowled extremely well. 4 overs, none for 31. So 167 for 6. We're at the halfway stage of this game. Do join us back in a little over 15 minutes as we conclude the series. And so bye for now.
This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and Bizaway.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Commentary Cube, and well, the reason you are looking at my face is usually bad news. The heavens have opened, so the covers are on. It's always that thing in cricket no one wants to talk about. Netherlands has had a funny, I live here, right? It's had a funny summer. We've had, I can't remember if we've had 2 or 3 weeks of consecutive sun. Every week feels like we've had some rain. Unfortunately, it has opened up. I haven't seen the forecast myself, but it is heavy rain as well, so this might be a lengthy delay. Netherlands batted first, second highest ever T20I score for them, 167. Jersey, I thought, had fielded well. Will we get back out there? Well, Duckworth Lewis will come into play. There is plenty of time until we only need to bowl 5 overs, I believe, in a T20 to constitute a game. But yeah, this sums up the Netherlands this summer. It has just been wet, unfortunately, and we've got a good game on our hands. It's been highly enjoyable. So I will keep you posted as much as possible. I'll keep an eye on the weather. I'll do the rain dance to go away. And for now, I believe we might show something in the background. I know Anders, our director, is going to be all over it, but I'll keep you updated. And fingers crossed, the weather gods will come on our side. So yeah, it's a bye for now. Especially those in India via the subcontinent. Good luck for your Dream 11 teams and everyone on YouTube and the YouTube chat. We love interacting with you all. See Matthew Hodgson there, Stephen Kelk, and many others. The Robot's been in there. Vinny Sandu, of course, lurking. So do feel free to chime in, say hello, g'day, or whatever it is you would like, because I reckon we're on for a close one. Power play will have a big saying, as Jersey will be dreaming of a couple of boundaries early. And then it will come down to that middle over section to see what they can do. Looks like Van der Woning's going to take the new ball. Genuine pace, slinging sort of action. If she can control it, she's a very dangerous player. Bowled well in the last T20I versus Ireland. And good to see her with the new ball here. I like the option. Her and Ira Swilling might start, or maybe some spin. Aiken heads at the non-strikers end, who I thought bowled exceptionally well as well. And, well, facing is Bowley going to have the responsibility of taking on ball number 1 in the run chase. 69 to win. 10 overs. First of 3 T10s today. Interesting game we've got here. These first 18 balls will tell me a lot. Anyway, here we go. Umpire says play. Ball number 1 in the run chase. Shortish and crunched. Well, maybe I don't need 18 deliveries to tell me what's going to happen. That is a fantastic shot. Dug in and laced. Ricky Ponting style first ball through mid-wicket. And so far in the first 61 deliveries of this game, Jersey have made a bit of a statement. What a shot. A good power play with 25 on the board, and you have to go run a ball after that. They're thereabouts, so very interesting. 2 boundary riders, third and fine leg. Oh, and there is a loose delivery. That has to be a no ball. It's called a wide. Well, I thought that would have been high for height, but just a wide. Interesting. Might have got away with one there. So dream start this is for Jersey. So welcome back, co-commentator, good friend Joe Wigazani. Joe.
Yes, hello Corey. Thank you for having me back here in the comms box to see that absolutely wonderful pull shot to start the innings. And Rosemary Bowley. Another wide is delivered, and already that is as many extras as what Jersey gave away.
Such an important thing to touch on. You and I were really impressed with the discipline of Jersey. 2 extras in 10 overs. Look, there was a bye as well to take it to 3. But they've already had 2 wides, Joe, and if the Dutch bowl 10 to 12 extras here, they'll lose.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Van der Woning really needs to get her radar in here. I just love how Bowley, I tried to look up her stats. Her very first stats in ECN cricket, a 4 off the first ball.
Yeah, I love it. That's how you play the format.
Yeah.
Better delivery, punch back. And this is, Van der Woning's got some genuine pace. He's a good action. It's just about the control, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. She is quick and an intimidating bowler when she is on point. It's just those loose first deliveries. Just want to make sure she doesn't get in her head about it.
Yeah, I do expect the Dutch bowling to put in a pretty good showing here. Still got Zwilling and a few others that we're going to see shortly. Short and, well, left alone.
Yeah, I really like this from Bowley. Just even with the way she left that, you can tell that she's really keeping her eye on the ball. She's watching it all the way through.
I think Van der Woning just hasn't found her rhythm just yet. Taking a couple shorter than what she'd like. Bowling, fast bowling especially, is very much a rhythm thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, so I've heard.
Same. What you hear in the traps.
Yeah.
Again, short and pulled away. Fine leg is in play here, so they'll just settle for a 1, but this is a dream start in the chase. Usually when you have a chase that it's a score where you don't have to go out and hit from start. A lot of teams get muddled between just trying to ticky-tacker their way there, but if you can get out there and hit a fair few boundaries early, Joe, you're going to break this chase wide open.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's just taking the momentum straight back and putting it in favour of your team. I love the way that Valley got on top of that as well. Didn't make it to the road, but certainly showing good form at the moment. And now it's Aikenhead to face her first delivery of this innings.
Well bowled and well played, playing it late under the eyes. They should go 2 here. Landy is quick over the turf, and, well, brilliant fielding from Land here at 3rd. Many other fields that could have been 2.
Yeah, and that's the standard that you can expect of the Dutch team out there in the field. They're very consistent.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams might have got 2 there, but Land here covered about 20 yards quite quickly and went with the one-handed pickup, cutting the angle off. So 8 off the first 5. Last ball of this very first over. A bowl, big moment. Well, Van der Woning gets the length right. Might have been the wrong line, but the length is good. Top of the stumps, and well, the top of leg stump, Joe, and it's the first wicket in this run chase.
Yeah, and that time Bowley wanting to pull it away once again, but like you said, just a little bit fuller this time. Still in no position to drive, entice the cross-batted shot. Played all over it, and it also seemed to seam back a little bit.
Well, I talk a lot about there's a couple of lengths in T10, and top of the stump length is the length because you get in between the drive and the pull shot length, and you don't only just have to be wide hole, you can bowl there. And big wicket for the Dutch as we have a look at the golden ball count, 175 games.
I think that might be...
Is that your personal record?
Since I last commentated a match.
Well, you'd be surprised. I think we're putting...
Actually, no.
Actually, to be honest, at the moment,
not.
I think a few weeks ago we had like 65 games in a week. In a week.
Yeah,
so
insane.
I'm not too sure when the last one was. I know Vinny Sanders or someone, the robot's probably listening, but 175 games since our last golden ball. Golden balls are in play today. We have super overs for the T20s later. I'd love to get the first super over in the network, Joe. That would be good fun, wouldn't it?
Sure would.
We get paid double overtime, apparently, for a super over.
Well, let's get a couple in.
As it looks like it's actually going to be a different Zwilling come into the attack. And not,
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey, which is surprising. I thought Iris Zwilling would take the new ball, but going to go with Mickey Zwilling and maybe hold Iris a little bit later.
Yeah. No, the older of the 2 Zwillings. They're not actually Zwillings, but Mickey certainly a good, strong cricketing family. And it's interesting with Mickey, if I remember rightly in Gibraltar, she was bowling a little bit of spin as well.
Multifaceted cricketer.
Yeah, back to the pace and starts reasonably strongly, a little bit too straight.
Can Jersey get that to a runner ball and then nudge their way around? We'll have to wait and see. There's a long way to go in this game just yet, feels. Shortish delivery, play miss.
Got away with that one, I think. Certainly there for the punch into the offside, but just sailing past the edge of the bat. Yeah, you can hear the Dutch team. They're really good at bringing the energy up and supporting each other. They're going to need something special.
Another short ball. What a shot that is, but, well, 5 legs in place, and Glad she did get some bat on there as they come back for a very tight 2 with given out, run out. Well, suicidal running. We'll have to see this from side on, but given out on field, we don't have the advantage, I'd say, of having the limited review system.
Pretty confident.
How close was this?
Not at all.
Gone. And yeah, when you're chasing a low total, that's the last thing you want.
Yeah, and this is the risk here for Jersey is they've lost a couple of quick wickets, and they just want to stay up and about and positive in their intent, not let it overwhelm them too much.
Yeah, it's a big wicket, and well, the Dutch, they're here to play, and maybe not the best batting performance, but right now in the field, especially, they're doing the right thing. So 2 early wickets as it looks like new batter coming to the crease.
Well, what we have seen from Jersey that we didn't see from the Dutch at this stage is some more fluid stroke play. They've been swinging the bat a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Miles comes out at number 4 under pressure. 10 for 2, only chasing 69. You still need 1 batter in that top 5 to go. 25 is gold dust here.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone in this end of the order can just knock together even a little partnership of 20 would set them on track.
Short ball shot.
Beautiful
shot of the day for me. Well, I know when you get the short ball for a pull shot, it's more a natural swing, but this is a genuine cut for 4.
Yeah, didn't even bother trying to keep it down, just went.
Yeah, I like it.
Flayed at it, lifted over point.
Sort of modern day batting where you keep yourself leg side of the ball and just want to throw your hands as long as you've got good hand-eye. And, well, what a nice stop for Miles, who starts her account on the ECN network with the boundary also.
There you go. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And kept her head really still. Just watched it all the way onto the blade. Good way to get going from Miles. So 14 for 2 it is.
Yeah, cut down into the ground this time. So just the dot balls. Willing's got some decent pace here as well. That's the funny thing as well. You've got probably the Dutch have more quicker bowling than Jersey. But cricket is a fickle game where sometimes it flies off the bat 20 times harder.
Honestly, facing fast bowling, once you're seeing it a little bit better, you can make runs way quicker.
Down the leg side, slight appeal, but that'll be a wide. I think that's the old foxing one trying to trick the umpire.
Yeah, there's a bit of cheekiness there to Mickey Zwilling's appeal. I think she saw the keeper go off her and decided she'd join in. Well, worth a try. You don't know if you don't ask.
Correct. Last ball of the second. Interesting start to this chase. Miles just taking a moment to get everything in order. That's okay. You want to feel comfortable when you're facing someone of this pace. Wideish delivery. And, well, not signalled.
Oh, he thought about it.
These are the small margins in a small chase.
Yeah, let's have a look there as it goes past. And
that's
that
a
is
wide. It's a wide. Well, missed out on. 2 overs complete. Score is 15 for 2.
Yeah, so a good tight tussle we've got here at Kampong, Corey. As Jersey, they're certainly still just the noses in front after 2 overs. But another wicket falls and the Dutch will have a sniff. There's no doubt about that.
From what I've seen, I think Jersey would be pretty happy. I'm happy with how they play the pace bowling. So they seem more than adequate. Question marks will be when the slower spinners come on.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the women's game recently. When good spinners come on, they just get a little bit tied up, the batters. So whether they've got some sweep shots in the locker or can use their feet, that'll be the key.
Well, absolutely, yeah. It's that, trying to generate the pace off the ball. So it's going to be Isabel van der Woning to continue.
Fuller, better. That's the length they want to operate in. Been a little bit short so far in the first 2.
Yeah, she seems to have found her radar a little bit more. That was a beautiful delivery for this format. It's that channel and that length that you want to be bowling in. Certainly at the death, but at any stage of the innings, it's a really difficult scoring zone for the batter. You don't mind giving away singles, even the odd 2 here or there, but keeping it full outside off is crucial here.
Oh, no, we've put the kibosh on. It's brilliant keeping, actually. It's a no ball called. Oh, would have been run
could
out.
Be a run out.
They steal a one. That is fantastic keeping. I'll have to see if we got that. Look at this. It's a wild no ball, but she actually gets bat on this and hits it directly behind at pace.
Yeah.
So it's a no ball one. We get a free hit, but it saves 4 runs.
Yeah, it did. And big edge. Really well stopped, well adjusted.
Well, you're not ready for that. That's the last thing you think you're going to get a ball on the full. You're not really visually ready. So saves a couple extra runs. And
moving one way, had to go the other to take it. Yeah, really nice work by Van Vliet.
so free hit time. Van der Woning just struggling a little bit with some rhythm. Shortish. And pulled straight to mid-wicket. I think Miles would be disappointed not to get that away.
Yeah, that was there for the hitting. Charlotte Miles, she knew it straight away. Took herself off for a little walk. A little talking to.
Yeah, you can just tell Van der Woning every now and then just not getting it where she likes. Wants to be a bit fuller. Got genuine pace. That's flicked off the legs and just beat down the leg side for a 1.
No. Yep. Thinking about the 2, but Mickey Zwilling does a really good job there to have it in, keep it to the single. So a little bit of a constriction job going on here. The Dutch bowlers just getting their targeting systems operating properly.
Yeah, still interesting chase for me. I feel this game could still go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a good
way to start the tournament, isn't it?
Great way to start the tournament, yeah. Let's have more of it.
Yeah, it's going to be down the leg side for another wide. So the extra's starting to pile up as well, which is exactly what Jersey will need to get to these runs. Just a little bit of a boost.
Well, they've really done themselves huge favours, haven't they, Jersey? The way that they bowled.
Bowled, fielded overall.
Yeah.
They've given themselves a chance of an upset win to start the T10 series, 1-day series, 3 matches. Oh, shot, and pretty unlucky. Picks out fine leg. On another day, that's 4.
2 metres either way, that was, yeah, flying away. Came straight out of the middle. So they're seeing it well.
Yeah, we're about to get into that middle over stage, which is going to be so key. We haven't seen Ira Swilling yet either. We know it's very difficult to get away.
Yeah. And of course, this field spreads out after 2 more balls.
Yeah, and that's when it gets that little bit more tough if you can keep your cover and point tight outside the power play. 2 important deliveries left of this 3rd over. Short. Punched nicely into the gap. One of the shots of the day. That could race away over the turf for 4. And it does. What a nice shot from Miles, who's played 2 shots through the offside that are, well, fantastic.
Yeah, showing that's really a strength of hers, isn't it? Outside off, and something the Dutch are going to have to be aware of.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that short, and it wasn't even that wide.
Well, she's hit one over backward point. She's punched one through the covers. Maybe this chase will have to be built around Miles, who looks like to be the key here. 9 off 6.
Yeah. Absolutely. She seems to know what she's doing out there and picking up runs with greater fluency than we've seen any batter so far in this match, honestly.
Last ball of the 3rd. And chops that down into the turf. So power play complete.
Bit of an effort ball, that one.
It was an effort ball. 3 overs done. 24 for 2. I'd say points slightly to Jersey at the moment.
Yeah, just their noses in front, Corey. We are in for a spectacle here as we have a look at the urban development chart. How Jersey have gone about it compared to the Netherlands. We see there they've made more of their power play.
Yeah, the one thing for me is that the Netherlands were able to get an over of 10 in the middle, and here they're just able to get that one big over. That did get them 68. 68 doesn't sound like much, but for Jersey, if they can have one over of 10 or 12, let's say, really breaks this open. We are going to see spin. It looks like it's going to be Deckling. And this is the crucial part of the game, isn't it, Joe? If they can manage the spinners and rotate the strike well, Jersey might go on to a famous victory here.
Yeah, they're going to have to be nimble on their toes, thinking about it, and just can't afford any time at all, really, to have too much of a look. Just got to start really positively. And Dakeling, haven't seen her bowl as yet, Corey.
So a little bit about her. She's got like rolling leg spinners. Doesn't give it too many revs, but when she lands it well, gets a lot of flight. So not much pace on the ball. Like that. So that one doesn't spin. So it sort of rolls out the front of the hand. It doesn't spin too much right to left, but can be awkward to get away.
Seems like a little bit of topspin as well
Yeah.
on it as she brings it out, really kicks off the deck. Yeah, nice way to start. Well seen off by Aikenhead.
Again, well pushed though. Covers back, and that could be one area if you wanted to be a little bit greedy and take a chance, bring your deep cover into play to not allow that little single.
Yeah. And also, if she does push it wide, that's the time to come down the pitch.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have seen some spin in this pitch though as well, so this will be a good contest. Miles on strike now, who's got the hot hand, 9 off 7. Short, splices it over cover, and that skids on, so they'll want 2 here, but Iris Willing's a very good fielder.
Yeah, good running.
Good running.
Good fielding, good running. Oh, great cricket here, Corey.
We got a good game on our hands. This,
Really
I
do.
just feel like, do I dare say, we got golden ball. Are we going?
It's an early tingle.
If you and I start with the golden ball, we retire as co-commentators.
Yeah, okay, done.
Flighted. It's a long. That's got to be a
No
no
ball.
ball.
Well hit. Oh.
That is so unlucky. You know, it's a no ball one, but once again, any other day, if that's a metre left or right of land here out there, that's probably going to be a boundary.
Yeah, look how well hit that is, straight out of the middle.
Small margins, but once again, it's another extra, and it's going to be another free hit for a Jersey batter.
Yeah. Now Dakeling, she'll be having all sorts of thoughts running through her head here. What the length is going to be. I feel like she's going to pull it back a little bit, trying to undercompensate.
Well, spliced over backward point with a bit of topspin on it. That should be another 2 if they're quick, and they are. So, Jersey,
Very good.
They're up for this. 7 off the first 4 of this over.
Yeah, this is great cricket in front of us. So 38, they're on parity now, I believe. Are we there yet? 38 off 38,
Well,
or is it
they've got
36 off 37?
No, that's right. That's 38 off 38. So they've been able to get it to a runner ball.
It's beautiful.
Now, if you can get 1 or 2 boundaries, you're racing away.
Yeah. Yeah, and it runs away quick. Well, just leave that.
Yep, just leave that. A little bit of greedy little shot. That from Aikenhead, but you can understand when your eyes light up, they light up.
Yeah. I certainly know that feeling, Corey.
Anyway, they've got
Well
it to
kept.
less than a runner ball. Hit. Oh, on the half volley and burst through. A bit of yes, no. Half a chance.
Yeah, half a chance, but also there was a single in that for sure. But the benefit is they've been running so hard that they've got a couple in the bank. You know, you can afford to just...
Oh, it's in the air a long time. Oh, and a nice shot that. Well, inventive, gets across the stumps, pulls it. Well, off middle stump, and another boundary. All Jersey at the moment, Joe.
Yeah, they are pulling away here, especially with that boundary. It's well done, well down below the required run right now. Of 6 and over, and really nice foot movement, just getting into position, following the ball with her eyes and hitting it behind a square all the way to the rope for 4 more runs.
Well, we look at the comparative worms, and Jersey, they are up and they're running. They're going at 9 and over. Dream start. I'd be tempted to go to Iris Willing now. This is one of those ones where you don't want to hold your spearhead back a little bit too late. Good to see Ufus just making sure that I'm off to the doctors. I've still got a tingle.
I was gonna say.
Don't you worry. I've got to check and all clear. So the tingle is for a golden ball, as we do have golden balls on the T10 network. Schmidt's going to come into the attack. 36 for 2. We're on track for a bit of a boil over to start this series.
I mean, the funny part of that is if you did go to a Dutch doctor and told them you had a tingle, they'd just give you a Panadol, paracetamol, tell you to go home.
That is also true.
Watch some cricket for 2 weeks.
I do watch a lot.
See if you feel better. Tingles there.
Cut away into the gap. They'll just get a single. So 37 for 2. All Jersey. We've gotten on the plane, come across, and played fantastically. Can they close this game out? Play and miss. That's good from Schmidt, and not enough deliveries at that length for me. I think the Dutch have been a little bit guilty of being too short throughout this innings, but that's the right length.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just pushing it forward a little bit. Tempting the drive, but really not in a driving position, and unlucky not to get an edge.
Shot. Wow, what a shot. Square driven. Lanty is very quick over the turf, and yeah, does well. They're going to come back for 2. That's a lovely shot.
Absolutely beautiful. All the way along the carpet. Pure timing. Aikenhead is in fine form here, and it's been great to see her and Charlotte Miles building this partnership.
Well, if anyone thought the Dutch were going to steamroll this series 3-0, doesn't look like it. This gets me excited for the T20 series at the end of the week also. Oh, that might be no ball, and it is a no ball. So
another free hit.
Another free hit, and you have to say the discipline of the Jersey bowlers has been much better than the Dutch bowlers so far.
Yeah, coming to the fore now, isn't it? This is where you reap the rewards for good, disciplined bowling.
Free hit time, immunity cloak. Well bowled, well played.
Shot.
Oh, well
caught.
It's a free hit, and they're just going to get the one. I tell you what,
yeah,
on another...
That's 6 runs.
On another day, that is a 6 over extra cover.
6 days a week.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Look at this, bang, just check drives it. And that was caught only a few metres in for the rope. And the rope's a bit bigger. I think we got 56 metres instead of the 50. So
yeah, 6 in most competitions.
Unbelievable. Another full delivery that's miscued to backward point. So dot ball. But so far, everything I'm seeing from Jersey, great to watch.
Yeah, it's absolutely sensational, and it just gets me even more excited for the upcoming action we've got today. And then, of course, later in the week, they are up for the fight. They've come to play, and we have a match on our hands.
Inside edge onto the body. So dot ball to finish the 5th over. A good over again for Jersey. The score after 5 is 41 for 2. This is what's going on today. We do have 2 more T10 matches. We've got one kicking off at 7 p.m. local time. I'm usually asleep at that time, Joe. But no, do join us for those. And if you don't know about the rest of the week, we've got a T20 series. So tomorrow's a rest day for both teams, and then we're back on Thursday. I believe it's 2 matches on Thursday, 1 on Friday.
Yeah.
I hope so. It's 1 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. We'll make sure we get.
There's definitely 3 matches, and they're definitely on Thursday and Friday. And
beautiful.
We'll be bringing all the action to you.
So it's a multi-formatted series. I'm a big fan of it. A couple of T10s, a couple of T20s. Get everybody's appetite, well, what they need and require. As Lantier, who took that nice catch off the free hit, comes into bowl. What do we got? 28 off 5. 2 batters that are set. One of these 2 need to be there to the end.
Yeah, they are certainly set. And good to see Hannah Lund here coming in to bowl now. She's also very, very prodigious talent with the ball. She'll be wanting to hit her line and length fairly early. They can't give away much here. And of course, if you want to get details about any of the players here or any of the events that we've got going on, go to our website, europeancricket.com. Here we go. Oh, no.
The old false start. Yeah. You know, I'd be any dead ball, no ball. More free hits. I'm all for the free hit. Anyway, Lantier down the leg side. Oh, no, this could be 5 wides. This would be crucial in the context of the game. And it isn't. Seriously good fielding out there from Deckling. It's going to be 3 wides in total, but that's brilliant fielding.
Absolutely brilliant fielding. And just the commitment to the cause there. Running across, that looked for all money, but just gets in at the last moment. And from what we can tell, doesn't look like any part of her body was touching over the rope as she connected with the ball.
Well, we go with the on-field call, but yeah, you're right. Brilliant fielding. 3 wides to start this over.
That's much better.
Yeah, it is much better, but also good batting. Just to punch that through mid-on, and tells me that the batters are actually watching the length very well. They're not premeditating the short ball.
Yep.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Right now, it feels like it's Jersey's to lose from here.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's they got wickets in the bank. Not too many runs to get. They're under parity. Fewer than 6 runs and over needed.
Play and miss. Good length. That's where they need to be for a while.
Yeah, it's much better. Just a little bit fuller. They have been too short in this innings.
Better length, edged away, and it goes to the right of Deckling at third. If they're quick here, there's two. You go on the throat. They do. Really good running from Jersey. Small margins and another 2 to the total.
They want this, Corey. These Jersey women, they are well up for it. That kind of running, that kind of intent.
Well, we haven't touched on it, but that extra 6 metres, a throw from the boundary at 56 metres is tough. You could almost go a 2 on the throw most times.
Yeah, it's a really good point. It's a great delivery once again from Lund here, just in that zone, attempting the drive, missing the edge. Yeah, it's a really good point, Corey, and something you would hope that both teams are fully aware of and thinking about, because in terms of tactical running, it's a little bit like knowing if someone's a left-hander or a right-hander, right? You can pick up that extra run.
Absolutely.
Take that extra risk.
Be tempted to bring everyone in a couple of metres off the rope, actually, as that one's down the leg side. She gets some bat on that, so that should be another 2. Will it race away? Probably going to hold up. And Mickey Zwilling will do the mopping up. Another 2.
So what are we at? 22 needed now. 20 runs needed of 25 balls. It is right in. But what they've got are those 8 wickets still in the shed. These two building this partnership really have put Jersey in front of the game here.
Well bowled. Well played. Quick one. Zwilling's a good fielder. He says... So 1 run score, 50 up already after 6, and the score is 50 for 2.
Might come home in a canter.
James Cantor. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be one more twist. I just feel like the Dutch... Well, maybe...
We haven't seen much spin. We've only seen that a little bit from Dekeling.
And isn't it funny, when you don't see much spin, the runs seem to just flow a little bit better.
Yeah.
12 extras, Joe. 12.
Yeah.
I mean, you take those... Let's say if they were doing what Jersey did and they only bowled 2. Right now they're on 40, and it's probably Netherlands ahead easily.
Yep.
Small margins.
Small margins. It's the extras. That's it.
Well bowled, well played. Get out to land here for a single. Look, I've done a lot of T10 games around the traps now, especially at the national level, and you just see these sort of upsets. I think T10's the perfect format for bringing parity to some of these teams. I think I've seen Portugal beat the Netherlands in the Mans. I've seen the English lose to Italy, things like this, and it's just a great format.
Absolutely, yeah. Great equaliser.
Down the leg side, another wide. And yeah, I just think that the parameters of it all just gives everyone that sort of equal chance. And no one wants to see a team always winning. You want to see those sort of upsets.
Yeah, and it's one of the beautiful things about this game is that it can be just small things that change the whole context, the whole narrative, how it's all going about. You can see the pressures on the Dutch at the moment. You can see the heads dropping a little bit.
Another wide.
And knowing that they don't have much time to remedy the situation. That is the great equaliser that you're talking about. So,
well, they're their own worst enemy at the moment. I don't want to harp on about it too much, but I think we're up to 11 extras now. And
so it's the 3rd best batter.
Well, hit away. Oh, what a catch!
What a crap!
Woo! That is an
cool as you like.
Absolute screamer. That's one of the best catches I've seen in a long time.
That is Ben Stokes 2019-esque.
Van den Rad has gone with the right juke. She's one of the tallest players on the field. That's 4 against anyone else. Have a look at this. It's a nice shot. Oh, yeah. Plucks it one hand. That's a screamer.
Amazing. A simply amazing shot. Once again, how unlucky to hit it straight to the fielder, but she had to do the most incredible thing to glove that, and she did. Stuck up the right mitt, and it stayed stuck.
Well, imagine playing a shot like that against the tallest player in the opposite. Van den Rad has to be about 6'3", and just goes right, reverse, cup, juke. Yeah. That could change the game. What a catch.
Yeah, that could be the twist you're talking about, Corey.
Well, you say if she doesn't take that and that bursts through and goes for 4, it's almost game over.
Game over. Yeah.
All of a sudden, we got game on again. I reckon that's one of the best catches I've seen in any format in a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Absolutely.
personal highlight. I know the robot's listening. That's going to go all over our social media.
Yeah. No.
Merritt comes out. 16 required, but a new batter under the pump. This game could still have a twist.
Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff.
Hit hard. Nice looking shot again, but just the one.
Yeah, and that's really good by Annalisa Merritt coming out and just straight away getting that single, getting Miles back on the strike. She's the batter who's got to take them home now. Like you said, one of those two should be there at the end if they're to do it, and it's going to have to be Charlotte Miles now. Oof.
Play and miss. Oh, I can't get over that catch.
Yeah.
That is a
I want to see it again.
Potential match-changing catch. That goes for 4. It's just game over. This is...
Bang.
That's a freakish catch. Off balance.
Yeah.
Still in the air.
Not looking at it.
That's just that is a freakish catch. Number 23. Good number to have in your back.
I also love how cool and calm she was afterwards. I just couldn't quite believe it herself.
Yeah, it was actually a very mellow celebration. I know many people, if they'd have caught that, they're probably gone on a victory lap, aren't they?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And good point. 23. Held.
High in the air. Going to elude Mandon Rad at backward point, but it's a valuable single because Miles will keep the strike. That's 7 overs complete, I should say. Score is 55 for 3.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. So coming down to the pointy end here now, I always think the 7th and 8th overs super crucial here as our monitor has decided to tune out of itself.
Go on, give it a whack underneath, Joe. You've got the Midas touch, I think.
Working.
Not the right time for the monitor to go down.
Yeah, well, I'll keep trying to give it a moment, but well, I think it just went into paralysis and shock. Witnessing that catch is...
Oh, bold. Well, we got a few twists and turns, I reckon, at the back end here, Joe. That's a big wicket. The 2-set batters are gone now. Game back on.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's exactly what we were hoping for, just to keep this game alive, and that's what the Dutch have done. Land here, they're coming in and picking up a beautiful wicket inside edge into the stumps.
I'm telling you, I called it early. The tingle's on. The tingle is tingling big time now. Good to see Mars Bargy and Stefan Gooch in the chat as well.
Oh, hello, Cuzzy.
I hope you're all doing quite well. And, well, wicket's fallen. Just came back on. It's been flickering on and off. 55 for 4 now. Tell you what, probably the most important 4 runs in this young Jersey team's history of cricket, especially in T10 cricket, that's for sure. But what a game we've got on our hands to kickstart a 3-match series today.
Yeah, so we're looking at here, 14 runs.
Off 17. Those 2 wickets, this game on now.
Yeah, that's absolutely changing, and that's always the thing with this game. It's why we always say add 2 extra wickets to your score to look at how you're really going.
And we'll look at the Dutch now. 6 players in the ring, all fielders, all in the ring tight.
It's good attacking fielding, isn't it? That's what they need to do.
Game on. Smith out there.
I'd love to see Smith hit it over the top.
Well bowled and
took pace off it.
Well, we have a game on our hands. Can you give a player, if they get up here, the Dutch, can you give a player of the match just for 1 single catch?
Player of the series.
Because Van Den Raad has just taken a freakish catch at backward point that could have been 4, and it just feels this game is twisting again. Oh, that's an absolute corker. Well, that's getting through anyone's defences, and the Netherlands are storming back. What a ball.
Yeah, look, that was pretty good defensive action as well. Nice straight bat. Tried to play the line, but it just moved away a little bit, and it was enough for another wicket to come through.
That didn't give me that again. That is jagged.
Yeah, absolutely has.
Watch the angle of where she's coming in from, and watch this pitch and go, boop. Oh, that's a C. That's a C. That's getting anyone out.
And that's the turf pitch, isn't it?
Oh, that is an absolute nurry. That is not what you want to get early. Yeah, just saying, well.
Yeah, it's moving.
It moved off the deck, and that's getting anyone out. 55 for 5, 14 to get. It's down to 15 balls. We've seen crazy wickets all of a sudden happen. A freakish catch, one of the better balls you'll see. That is a serious nut.
Yeah, and it's going to be the skipper now, known for her bowling, but coming in now to do a job with the bat. Gretchen, she is going to have to play a cool, calm hand here because it's all new batters. And they are on the back foot all of a sudden. 55 for 5 it is. Chasing that 69. Just 2 boundaries here will turn the tide of it once again.
I don't know. This is going down to the last over thriller this to start us off. I think they got the big fish out now, and it feels like this game's right at parity. First ball to Gretchen. So you can see, maybe not the most...
Yeah, adept.
Yeah, at the moment. They feel like they've gone through that dangerous top 4.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's back to a runner ball.
Well, whoever said you can't have a thrilling short story, eh, Corey? This is absolutely neck and neck at the moment.
You feel like they've gone through some of the bigger players with the bat now.
Yeah, you're just seeing the footwork's not quite there.
That catch, honestly, I think you could give a player of the match for a catch right now. It's a crazy thing to say, but that one catch has twisted everything.
And a freak catch.
Oh, it's a freak catch.
A catch that wouldn't happen 99 times out of 100.
Well, it would have sailed well over my head. I'm about 5'5", so I just would have watched that go for 4. And
you can sit on my shoulders and we can imitate it later.
Full toss. Oh, handy runs.
Yeah.
It's jarred away. Now, this is flying out towards the boundary. Will it get there? It's a long boundary. They only got a jogger 2.
Yeah, should have run harder.
This is where that extra 6-metre boundary makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
But 8 overs complete now. It's still a runner ball, 57 for 5.
Yeah, you could back yourself to make a run on the throw there. And had they been turning for the third as it came in, it would have made it. Here we can have a look at the comparative worm and all the Jersey women just being brought back down to earth a little bit. Mainly on the back of that sensational one-handed catch that we saw. Unbelievable stuff.
So we got 2 overs to go. 12 off 12. A little edge for 4 or something like that. Hurts the Dutch massively. Merritt's going to be on strike. Gretchen at the non-strike. And Mickey's Willing coming on. Can they get their line? You can't afford those extras we've seen. I mean, those 12 extras right now make a huge difference.
Yeah, I'd be all over without them at the moment. Which is gives us a bit of insight as well, so we can see Jersey, their strength in their batting really is at the top of the order. But it's not over yet, and this is invaluable experience as well.
Nice shot. Back for a punch.
Shot.
Oh, it's a misfield as well, so they could try double for 2. I reckon you could go on the arm here, but they're going to settle for 1.
Yeah, I'll give Iris Villing a little bit of a break there. I think it really kicked off the turf.
Either way, unless we see some boundary, we're going to a last over thriller. My tingle is more than a tingle now. I need to go to hospital. 11 off 11. Gretchen on strike. What a game. Sun is basking here in Utrecht, Netherlands.
Oh,
well bowled.
Great bowling.
Pretty well played in the end from Gretchen. There's not much else he can do to that.
Really little, isn't it? Really, really nice. Great Yorker.
Tell you, some of those free hits they had where they picked out deep cover and on another day, yeah, quite remarkable.
Yeah, it's a lot of little twists and turns of luck, isn't it? Fortune going one way and then the other.
Oh, no. There it is. It's a massive no ball.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gretchen just can't get bat on it. Look, no one practices the old baseball swing.
But needed to get something
But
on that.
any bit of bat on that, and that might fly away for 4.
Yeah.
So it's another bonus run, though. These bonus runs are coming in. It's a free hit. Stand still. Try and get a good base and just trust your hand-eye. They're just conferring here, the umpires. Has Mickey's Willing bowled a couple of
she
no
might
balls over?
have to be taken off, actually.
Well, the actual playing conditions on the ECN, you get 3. It's a little bit different to international T20s or 50-over cricket. You get 3 no balls over waste, and they can be of any area. But I have a feeling she's being told here that she might be done. I couldn't tell you. In the first over, did she bowl 1 or 2?
For mine, they've been 3.
They've been 3, but were they all from Mickey's Willing?
I feel like one of them was from Iris.
Well, this is an interesting one because in our playing conditions on the ECN, you can bowl 3. In normal cricket, well, no, I shouldn't say normal cricket. More T20Is and 50. You only get 2. So
good work by the umpires just to make sure. Conferring on all of it. She's definitely bowled 2.
Well, so I think she's only bowled 2, so I think she's allowed to continue here because our playing conditions are a little bit different. So this is interesting, and she might be taken out of the attack, and this will put pressure on somebody else. So bit of controversy here.
Yeah, umpire's just conferring with the Dutch skipper, and it looks like Van Oosterom is warming herself up, ready for a bowl there in the background. Maybe she's looking to finish it off.
Well, I've ducked off air quickly just to confer with some of the blue crew, and they said that.
This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and Bizaway.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the European Cricket Network, and the reason you're looking at my face and not the cricket field is because the rain has been pelting down for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's getting a little bit easier now, but there is going to be a longer delay here. The covers are still on, you can see on your screens right now, so I'm hearing from groundsmen and people around that will take about 30 minutes to mop up, but it is very good drainage here at Kampong, and everyone's quite confident we're still going to get the back end of the game in. Duckworth Lewis will come into this game, so maybe that opens up a door for Jersey, but I promised I'd keep you updated. So for now, put the kettle on, make a tea, get any beverage you like, take a bit more of a break, enjoy the side highlights, and I'll keep you updated in 20 to 25 minutes. So it's a bye for now.
Acres as well. A big welcome to everybody tuning in from the Netherlands and around the world. Wherever you are, we hope that you're settling in for a fantastic day of cricketing action. As we mentioned, the Dutch, they have gone into bat, trying to use the conditions here today to set a good total. 150 plus would certainly be on their mind. Although what we did see from Jersey the other day is that their bowling is extremely disciplined, extremely consistent. They were really good. It did get a little bit big on them towards the last match of the 3 the other day. But from the very get-go, especially led by this woman, Chloe Grechen, their captain, set the tone early the other day and will be looking to do the same today. Big hello to everybody joining us on the YouTube chat. Wonderful to be back here with you, of course. Very unusual for me. I'm usually the night series commentator, so it's wonderful to be let out into the daytime, into the sunlight. It is a fairly warm day here in the Netherlands. Quite muggy in the air. There is a little bit of a storm hanging off the coast, so a bit of thickness in the air as well. But we do know that this Jersey team, they will be relying quite a bit on their spinners. We saw the other day it was proving more difficult to get the spinners away than the pacers. Anyway, we're ready. Let's play some cricket. So first delivery from Chloe Grechen. Absolutely on the money from the get-go. That's what you expect from this, and that met, of course, with a respectful straight bat from Iris Zvilling. Iris, who not too long ago was more renowned for her bowling, has been moved up the order and doing a great job so far. She will be looking to put on a score today. Well, she goes swiping at that one, gets a bit of an edge. It runs out to the covers, and there's a misfield, which will allow for the second run to be taken. So some good running from the Dutch openers to start with, and Iris Zvilling is on the board with 2 runs. Wasn't the most convincing shot though, and only met in its nature by the fielding. So Jersey's going to want to tighten up on all that. Back to the live action. So this one a little bit wide, and yeah, just veering outside the tram tracks, and called so by the umpire. Little bit of a lull over the scene here. You can see the spectators in the background. So that one, a good delivery, and it gets through. A bit of an inside edge running behind the keeper. So they will take the one. Nothing convincing there, though. Iris manages to get another single to her score, but would like to be feeling ball hit the middle of the bat shortly. See a big inside edge there. So Chloe Grechen already asking questions. Yeah, these two teams fronting up for the second time in 3 days. Of course, we played those T10s 2 days ago. And that one right on the money, and Heather Seegers backing onto the stumps. She wanted to make contact, and she did. Just punching it out to the mid-wicket region and getting a run of her own. So the score moves to 5. Yeah, nice and accurate from Grechen, looking for the LBW. But Heather Seegers more than up to the task on that occasion. Really, really well bowled once again and just punched away. Well fielded in the covers. No run added. Final ball of the first over then, and that is pushed away along the carpet and well fielded there and had back in. So just the one more to the total after 1 over. The score is 6 for the loss of no wickets. And of course it is time to double the fun, double the action, double the word count, because I'm going to welcome in Corey Ruckers. Hello, Corey.
Hello, Joe. And, well, double the word count maybe. I'll think about it. Looking forward to this, though. T20 action. You can see just there, they can actually play pretty calmly against Grechen, can't they? If you take Grechen for none for 20, I think you'd be pretty happy. Yeah,
I think you're absolutely right. She is going to have to put a lot of thought into how she bowls herself during this innings. We know she's their best bowler, but also the captain, and doesn't want to get caught in two minds about when the best time is to bring herself on.
How was your day off, Joe? You enjoyed Amsterdam and took a bit of the blue crew around, I heard?
Yeah, absolutely I did. It was a great honour and a privilege for to get visited by the blue crew up there in Amsterdam. Of course, that is where I live, and I spend a lot of my time driving little boats around. So I got them out on a boat. We visited the canals, went and looked at some of the leaning buildings, and I told them where to go for a really nice meal and a drink.
Yeah, very nice indeed. It sounds like a perfect day, and thankfully the weather gods have been kind to us as well. I think earlier in the week we were expecting a bit of rain here, maybe even this morning, but the sun's shining, a few clouds, but it does feel like a perfect day for T20 cricket, and what an exciting opportunity for Jersey to go up against a very good Dutch team.
Yeah, absolutely invaluable experience for this young Jersey team. So we've got Duffy coming in now, Erin Duffy, to bowl the second over. Here we go. Oh, it starts with a really good one. Nothing convincing from Svilling there. It is going to be called maybe leg buys. Yeah, that is correct. So it just came off the pad. And there, I've been really impressed. So only one ball from Duffy, but we, of course, we know what to expect from Grechen. We know what to expect from our monitor, which is just switched off and on again. But with the youth of this Jersey side, this is just an amazing experience. And Duffy so far has started really well with that first delivery. Yeah, once again, just on the money, just outside off, and played respectfully away by Captain Heather Seegers.
Yeah, it has to be said, Jersey were impressive the other day. We know the Dutch experimented quite a lot with their squad. They had 7 or 8 changes from maybe their more regular 13, 14. But today, the cavalry's back. But that's also exciting for Jersey. Nothing to lose against some very good cricketers.
Oh, and that one beats Seegers. It might have been an edge as well. Keeper standing up to the stumps. So unable to take the catch, but that looked like it might have come off the glove there.
I actually think it's a feather edge, and then it does come off the glove of the keeper on the way through a little bit. So that's a funny one, because you have the keeper up to the stumps, but are the batters advancing? I think maybe it's probably better just to start back, because if there is that feather edge, you could take that catch, but it is what it is. It's a run to Seegers, who's back into the lineup and as skipper also.
Yeah, she's gone back now. Here comes Duffy. So this one hit over her head, not convincingly though, not very well timed, but enough to get it into the gap and take a single.
Yeah, so Iris Swilling's last T20 international, she made her highest score for the country, made 54 versus the Ireland. Very good team, and it was a very good inning. So these two are the new sort of openers for the Netherlands, while Ster Callis is away playing in England. So good luck to them. Also really good to have Heather Seegers back in lineup. She hits it hard.
Absolutely she does. She's got that chance now, and there she has put it on display. That has gone a long way. The boundary rope is fairly far out though, so it's going one bounce, then over the rope.
Yeah, perfect example of that powerful game she has. This one's a little bit shorter, and Heather Seegers, who didn't play in the T10s, isn't going to miss out on that. Lovely stroke, the first boundary of the T20 series, and has to be said, some of the boundary regions are a little bit deeper than the T10, so big hit to get a 6 today.
So from Duffy this time, it's a better ball, a little bit fuller and outside off, and punched away, saved it covered, no run added.
Yeah, that does take us to the end of a pretty eventful first 2 overs. The score currently is 13 for none.
Yeah, it's a pretty threatening run rate to start with here, but I don't think Jersey will be too unhappy with their where they've been putting the ball. And of course, we do know that it is a little bit of feeling each other out in these opening overs. Bit of a tussle between bowlers and batters, and like you said, with standing up to Duffy, it was worth just having a little bit of a look and sort of adjusting those little game plans mid-game.
Yeah, so Greetchen to continue. This is interesting for me. Will the Dutch take her on or be happy to sort of take 2 or 3 off the over? A little bit of a game within a game.
Well, Zwilling takes a wander down the pitch, but well bowled by Greetchen, and she just plays it defensively back, no run.
I think if I was coach of the Dutch women's team, I'd be really saying, look, if you see her off and you take 3 or 4 off the over, that's okay. Don't be overly adventurous. She's such a dangerous bowler.
Fuller this time and punched away on the onside. 1 run to the total as it's fielded out there by Mallet.
That's perfect. So Zwilling just uses her feet, doesn't go for an over-the-top shot, just punches it for 1. That's good batting. Because Greetchen's the type of cricketer, from what we saw, takes 2 or 3 in a bag.
Yep.
And you don't want to give 1 because then she's on a bit of a roll. So if she bowls 4 overs, none for 18, you go tick in the box and maybe target everyone else.
So goes for the big cross-batted swipe to Seegers. The eyes lit up, but that one in a really good spot from Greetchen. And that is it. That's exactly a great example of what you're talking about. Choosing to go after her could make you look a little bit silly. Dangerous bowler, Chloe Greetchen. Oh, that one on the money, gets a big edge as well. So even the mighty Heather Seegers looking a little bit confounded against Chloe Greetchen there. So a game within a game indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Greetchen's got a good rhythm going here as well. Hasn't got the wicket just yet, but nice start from her once again. She was so impressive only 2 days ago.
And that one punched away convincingly, but straight to the fielder, no run.
There's a nice shot. That's okay.
Very nice shot, very nicely timed. She's very tall, Iris Zwilling, so she can really get on top of those.
Yeah, and she's got good power as well with the decent hand-eye coordination. That's why they've put her to the top of the order after the Thailand-Scotland series.
Comes down, makes it a fuller ball and punches it away, but Mallet's there. And they do take
Good
the
running.
single off the misfield as well.
Yeah, very good running, just good match awareness. Slight misfield, they get through for the 1. And, well, it's a good over from Greetchen economically, but no wickets, and that's exactly what the Dutch will be... Well, that's exactly what the Dutch would have spoken about pre-game, I think, as 3 overs now complete. Score 16 for none.
Yeah, it does leave questions for Chloe Greetchen. Does she bring herself back on again? Does she bowl out?
T20 format now, so I actually think this time, obviously you and I in the T10 were saying 2 in the power play looks good, but long way to go. You'd probably hold her back her other 2 now and maybe go to a little bit of pace from this end potentially. I really like the look of Aikenhead and a few others in that lineup that you might see come on with some pace.
Yeah, Weatherall as well. Look dangerous. Here's Duffy. She puts it in a really good spot. It's very well played by Zwilling, but only as far as mid-off.
Yeah, just the 1 to the total. So nice, sedate start to this one. I think I was out there having a look at the pitch. With the Dutch batting first, I think they're going to want 150. I think they're good enough to make 150. The question will be, can someone get in and turn it into a big score instead of that sort of 10 to 20 region?
Looking good so far. Duffy puts that outside off and invites the drive, and it is driven pretty well indeed all the way to the rope as it trickles over. The second boundary of the day to Heather Seegers.
Yeah, that just touches on how dangerous Heather Seegers is in the power play. I think Ireland saw a little bit of it last week as well. She doesn't mess around. She will.
This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and Bizaway.
Hello, everybody out there in the European Cricket Network. Welcome back. I have some sad news to report quickly. The game has been abandoned. The weather gods in the Netherlands have taken over, so the series will end at 2-0. So we've got to take this opportunity to have a little chat. Chloe, hello.
Hello,
Well bowled this series. Really well done. Talk to us a little bit about Jersey cricket, because I think your team this tournament have been fantastic. Obviously, you're growing in stature. We'll move that mic just a little bit closer as well. But you're a growing team, and you must be really proud of the girls.
Yeah, no, it's been sort of fantastic to come here and play Division 1 cricket against really good opposition. Really try and test our girls, and I thought we stood up to the challenge at times. Obviously, a lot to improve on, but that was obviously the reason coming here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And any highlights for yourself over the week as well? There were some performances from yourself, but any of the other girls, was there any highlights or girls that you thought did really well? I thought Googe with her leg spin was quite good. Duffy with the ball as well. Is there any standouts for you?
Yeah, obviously had Annalise with the bat and ball at times. She was excellent, and in the field as well. She really pushed herself. So lots of individual performances. Obviously, like you said, Duffy, Googe, Grace coming in as well. So lots and lots of good performances.
And where do you go from here as a country now and a team? And you've just finished a busy week. What's next on the horizon? Any fixtures coming up, or wait for 2024?
So that's the season done now.
Okay.
So we will head home. I'll sit down with our coaching staff and reassess where we're at, and I'll sort of look to plan fixtures next year, and obviously Division 2 World Cup qualifier in 25.
Beautiful. And I guess we'll end on a bit of a funny note. Double world champion on the lawn bowls.
Yes.
I heard this yesterday from your mum who was on the air. So what's going on in the lawn bowls? Because that hit, we went viral yesterday. People want to hear about. Are you going to play some lawn bowls now? Or what happens with that career?
So my indoor season will start when I get back. So I'll be indoor until about sort of March, April time, with hopefully the British Championships in March. And then it'll be back outdoor, switching between cricket and bowls outdoor.
Well, all the best. You've really been impressive this week, you and your team, and wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we're going to do a quick swap of the headgear, almost like the Formula One. We're going to bring in Heather Seegers now, captain of the Netherlands. I'll just turn your mic. Yep, see you later. This is all pretty improv. Hey, congratulations as well.
you.
88 today. Let's talk about, you probably would have got player of the match if the rain didn't stop us, but how do you feel? It's your first international 50, and 88's a big score.
Yeah, I think it felt good today. I got a bit lucky at times, but sometimes you're unlucky in cricket as well, so I think it evens out.
Well, don't sell yourself short, because it's also the second highest ever score in women's T20Is behind Stur Callis, who has 100, obviously. So you should feel very proud of what you've achieved. Talk to us a little bit about this week. Obviously, Jersey came over. You didn't know much about them. You've won the T20 Series 2-0, the T10 Series 2-1. Happy with the performance from the team?
Yeah, I think sometimes we lacked a bit of grit. When you play very good sides, you always have to work very hard, and I think we sometimes let go a bit. So it's a good learning point for us.
Yeah, still things to improve. And overall, it's been a massive summer. We've had Thailand and Scotland. We had Ireland. We've had Jersey. The preparation has been done, because you're off to Desert Springs in probably 2 weeks for the qualifier. The team ready? How are you feeling? Do you think you're going to go win it? How's it feeling?
Yeah, I think the team is ready. I think this week really helped iron out some things where we still need to improve. For example, running.
Yep.
That was a big thing this week. So we'll have a meeting about that and make sure that's all sorted for Desert Springs.
Well, best luck for the qualifier. But before you go, I've got this. I'm going to hand this over to you in our mini presentation. This is congratulations for winning the T20 series. There's the photographer. We'll get a quick one together. All the best for the qualifier. It's been a massive summer, and we want to wish you all the best from the ECN.
Thank you.
So we'll say goodbye to Heather, and she'll pass that over. And I'll do a quick little wrap-up. So for anyone that's still with us, it's a sad way to end what has been a massive summer in the Netherlands for the women's international team. They came up against Thailand and Scotland, where it was 2-2 then. They came up against a very good Ireland team, which they weren't able to register a win, but they have won this series against Jersey in the T10s 2-1. They've also won 2-0 in the T20s because this game's been washed out. It's been an absolute privilege to bring you all the live coverage out here in the Netherlands and on the ECN network. We're still live in Dresden at the moment. I think we're in Krefeld next week. We've got Rome coming up. We have the ECC, which is 30 days away. It's been a pleasure. I'm Corey Rutgers, and I'll see you next time on the ECN. Bye for now.